Welcome to this video about the Statue of Liberty, one of the most iconic and recognizable symbols of America. In this video, we will dive deep into the history, tradition, and statistics of the Statue of Liberty, as well as provide you with some useful information on how to visit it. So, let's get started. The design of statue was created by French sculptor Frédéric-Auguste Bartholdi. To finance the construction of the statue, Bartholdi organized a fundraising campaign among Americans. Additionally, with the help of American engineer Gustave Eiffel, the internal structure of the statue was completed. The Statue of Liberty was designed to symbolize freedom and was gifted to the United States by France. However, the construction of the statue faced many difficulties. Most of the materials to be used for the statue were manufactured in France, and transporting them to America was a challenging task. 2. The statue was opened in 1886 and has since held an important place in American culture and history. During World War II, the statue became a symbol of resistance against Nazi tyranny. In the 1980s, a major restoration and renovation project was undertaken for the statue. 3. The dimensions of the statue are quite impressive. The height of the statue is approximately 93 meters and it weighs 204 tons. The exterior of the statue is made of copper and the internal structure is made of iron. The torch held by the statue symbolizes freedom and enlightenment. 4. The Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous tourist attractions in New York and is visited by millions of tourists each year. To visit the statue, visitors must take a ferry to Liberty Island. There is also a museum on Liberty Island where visitors can learn about the history of the statue and its construction. 5. The idea of gifting a statue to the United States to symbolize freedom was first proposed by French politician and anti-slavery activist, Édouard René de Laboulaye. Laboulaye wanted to honor the centennial of American independence in 1876 and also show France's support for the Union during the American Civil War. 6. Bartholdi, the sculptor behind the design of the statue, was inspired by the ancient Greek and Roman sculptures and used the goddess Libertas as his inspiration for the statue's design. The statue's face was modeled after Bartholdi's mother, and the statue's crown, featuring 7 rays, symbolizes the 7 seas and continents of the world. 7. The statue's pedestal was designed by American architect Richard Morris Hunt and the statue was completed in France in 1884. It was then dismantled and shipped to the United States in 214 crates. It took 4 months to reassemble the statue on Liberty Island. One lesser-known fact about the Statue of Liberty is that it was not always green in color. When the statue was first built, it was copper-colored, but over time, the copper oxidized and turned the statue green. Today, the green patina is a recognizable feature of the statue and is considered to be a symbol of its age and endurance. 8. The Statue of Liberty has also been a source of inspiration for many artists, writers, and filmmakers. For example, the statue is featured in many Hollywood movies, including Planet of the Apes and The Day After Tomorrow. 9. In addition to being a popular tourist attraction, the Statue of Liberty has also been used as a symbol of hope and freedom for people around the world. In the aftermath of the September 11, 2001 attacks, the statue became a symbol of resilience and strength for the people of New York and the United States as a whole. Here are some traditions associated with the Statue of Liberty. The lighting of the torch. One of the most iconic images of the Statue of Liberty is the torch held aloft in the air. While the original torch is no longer in use, a replica of the torch was added to the statue during its renovation in the 1980s. To mark special occasions or events, the torch is sometimes illuminated with special lighting, creating a stunning visual display. The annual 4th of July celebration. The 4th of July is a major holiday in the United States, celebrating the country's independence from Great Britain. One of the most popular ways to celebrate the 4th of July is with fireworks displays, and the Statue of Liberty is often featured as a backdrop for these displays. Many people also gather at the statue itself on the 4th of July to celebrate and watch the fireworks. The passing of the torch. The Statue of Liberty has become a symbol of hope and freedom around the world, and many people have used the statue as a platform for promoting these values. One example of this is the passing of the torch tradition, in which people carry a torch from the base of the statue to a nearby location to symbolize the spread of these values. The Statue of Liberty stamp. In 1922, the United States Postal Service issued a stamp featuring the Statue of Liberty. The stamp quickly became one of the most popular and widely used stamps in U.S. history, and it remains a symbol of American pride and patriotism to this day. The annual Thanksgiving Day Parade. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City is one of the most famous parades in the world, featuring elaborate floats, marching bands, and giant balloons. One of the most iconic floats in the parade is the Statue of Liberty float, which has been a fixture of the parade since 1986. Visitors to the Statue of Liberty can access the site via a ferry service operated by the National Park Service. The ferry departs from Battery Park in Lower Manhattan, and the journey takes approximately 15 minutes each way. To visit the statue, visitors must purchase tickets in advance, which can be done online or in person at the ticket office in Battery Park. There are several ticket options available, including tickets for the ferry ride only, tickets that include access to the pedestal of the statue, and tickets that include access to the crown of the statue. Visitors should plan to arrive at Battery Park at least 30 minutes before their scheduled ferry departure time to allow for time to go through security screening. This process is similar to airport security, and visitors are required to pass through metal detectors and have their bags scanned. Once on Liberty Island, visitors can explore the statue and the museum located inside the pedestal. The museum features exhibits on the history and symbolism of the statue, as well as artifacts and interactive displays. Visitors who have purchased tickets that include access to the crown of the statue will need to climb a spiral staircase of 354 steps to reach the top. The climb can be strenuous, so visitors should be prepared for physical activity. Overall, visiting the Statue of Liberty is a unique and memorable experience that offers a glimpse into American history and culture. With a little planning and preparation, visitors can enjoy all that this iconic landmark has to offer. In conclusion, the history of the Statue of Liberty is not just about the construction and design of a monument, but also about the symbolism and inspiration that it has provided to people around the world. The statue is a testament to the enduring value of freedom and democracy and will continue to inspire future generations.